What's up everyone, my name is Michael from michaelstutorials.com, and in this episode I'm going to show you my ocean shader. As you can see, it looks very good so far. It's heavily in development still, and I'm just going to show you some of its settings. So we have near diffuse and far diffuse. What this is if I scroll down and I find blending and I turn that down, you can see the line kind of coming back and forth. I'm going to set it back to 300. So what that means is it's blending two diffuse textures, one near, so the near one has a scale of 1 and 1, and the far has a scale of 7.5 and 7.5. So far away, 300 distance, it will be scaled to 7.5, and right here it'll be scaled to 1. So it's perfect all around. And then we have AO, which is ambient occlusion. That actually looks a bit better to me. Specular, which almost makes this. Gloss, set that back to 0.5. Foam, which isn't quite done yet. That's what I'm working on right now. But as you can see, it does make a big difference even right now. Set that back to our occlusion texture. Alpha. You can see that if I turn alpha all the way down, you can see the refraction is still occurring. We have tessellation, which is DirectX 11 tessellation. So you can set this really low for a low poly mesh, or you can set it really high for a really detailed mesh. Let me set that back to 50. IBL strength is image-based lighting strength, so that would be essentially how you can see how it resembles the skybox. That's a cube map, and this is the strength of the cube map. I'm going to set that to 1. And displacement means how much it'll displace based on your displacement textures. U speed means the speed of the animation. Usually you set that near the end. Refraction is the amount of refraction. That's about good right there. Diffuse power kind of makes it, if it's set all the way up, look more water-like. But if you wanted it to look more like this, or, you can mess around with it as much as you want. There's transmission, which does something to the bottom. I haven't really been messing around with that as much yet. We have light wrapping, which will make it brighter or more colorful, essentially. Set that to this to 9 and this to 1.25. We have cell outline, like in Borderlands. You can change the color of that outline. You can make it blue, green, red, black, white, anything you want. I leave that down because I'm not going to use that in my game, and I personally like it better without. We have fall off for blending. The best settings here are 5000 and 300, so I just leave it at that. There's Fresnel, which makes a slight difference. You see the color right there, right here, that kind of, basically if you don't like that, you can turn Fresnel up and it makes it all kind of even. Which actually, right now, I kind of think it looks a bit better. Maybe just do a small setting with a little bit of color, like that. That looks better to me. And clipping means it'll clip the alpha if there's alpha in the textures. So yeah. Inverted AO is basically just to make it look better. Again, it's like an extra AO layer. But I'm actually using my specular texture for it. And then in here we have our parallax settings, which affects our diffuse. So as you can see, we can mess with that. I already have that perfect, so I'm just going to leave it like so. We have our secondary displacement map, and up here, which I'll fix, they'll be together, is our main displacement map. What this does is, it is how DirectX 11 will actually displace our water. And we already have that perfect. And right here we have a second displacement map for, we can blend it. So basically, as you can see, if I turn this displace blending up and down, it adds extra detail to our displacement. And then under far displace, this means it'll do the same thing that near and far diffuse are doing, but for the displacement. So main displacement has the setting of 1 and 1. This is the setting of 5 and 5. So that'll work perfect. And that's basically it for the settings. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you like the water. Hopefully it'll be on the asset store soon. Bye.